Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. It cannot be stopped, and it is the only free voice left on the net. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. In today's Skyrim mod video on PS4, I wanted to bring to you two things that I discovered caused me to lose my entire load order rearrangement as I was experimenting with changing the load order just to test if I could fix the game, which ultimately of course did not work because it's on Bethesda to fix, not me. But in any case, these are two things that I discovered caused me to lose hours worth of progress when rearranging my mods, and I wanted to share with you in the hopes that it will stop you from losing progress. Now, before we get any further into the video, would you please take a look at my current load order, these first few. Now, this, and this are ESL flagged, so these will always come back to these locations regardless. So these aren't a part of the demonstration, but the rest of these mods, please take a look at these so that you can see once I get done that these actually came back like I never touched them. Now let's say that for whatever reason I decide I want to rearrange my mods, which I'm going to do at this time, and let's say that I was actually being careful and thoughtful about where I wanted to put them. I'm not, of course, for the purposes of this demonstration. I'm just going to move stuff around, but I want to make it perfectly clear while I'm moving these around that this is Skyrim Special Edition PS4 Slim. I do not know if what I'm going to show here could possibly be an issue for you if you are, say, Skyrim Anniversary Edition, or say if you're on a different platform, like let's say Xbox for example. Something else could cause you to lose progress there, but these are tips that I would still suggest that you avoid when making changes to your load order. So the first tip that I have for you is if you're going to rearrange your load order, let's say that you decide you want to rearrange all of it, or that you have to if the game did it, make certain everything in your load order that you're going to be moving is already in this loader. Do not add anything more to the load order while you're rearranging it, at least not until you've reloaded your files. And I'm going to show you why. So, again, please remember that, I moved that ESL, I didn't realize I did that. Okay, so please remember that these are now in a completely different order from the way that I had them. They're still, you know, basically, but I mean, you can see the difference here. Now, let's say that I decide I'm going to go ahead and cancel out, but go back into the load order. I want to show you that they're still where I placed them at. But let's say that I decided as I'm rearranging this, I want to add a mod to this. Watch what happens when I do that. I'm going to search one real quickly here. Let's say that I decide I want to add this mod right here. It's not downloaded, so I'm going to go ahead, bookmark, and download it. It's now in my load order, but look at what that just caused. You'll notice now my mods are back where they were at before I moved them, like I never touched them. By adding a mod into my load order before I reloaded the files, it caused everything to go back to where it was at. So that is one thing that you definitely want to avoid when you are doing this, because otherwise it could cause you to lose hours worth of progress. Let me go ahead and once again move some of these and show you the other thing that I found caused me to lose progress in my game and caused it to be like I never touched any of these. I just realized I moved that back. I'm just picking mods at random, so excuse me. But in any case here, let me just go ahead and move a few, because I do want to try to keep this video short. But I want it to look different enough that you can definitely tell the stuff is coming back to where it was at, like I never moved it. Okay, so again, these don't count. These will always come back to here. But again, you'll notice that I have these few mods right here that I rearranged. Like Big is now up here, and so is Rich Merchants. Now, let's say that as I'm scrolling through, because I have, as you can see, quite a lot of mods in my load order, And let's say that for whatever reason I decide I want to take Dragonblood Castle and I want to move that up in my loader or down, it doesn't matter. But as I'm moving it, I think twice and I'm like, no, you know what? I don't want to move this. I'm just going to cancel out. I'm still holding the mod in my hand, so to speak. I'm going to cancel out with circle. Look at what that just did. For one, when I try to scroll, you'll see that it takes and scrolls the right side before it scrolls the left. But now, when I come back, you'll notice everything is once again back like I never touched it. So potential hours worth of work was just lost because it added everything back where it was. You never, under any circumstances, when you're moving these, want to cancel out while you're holding the mod. If you pick this mod up with L1 and you move it, you need to place it back down with L1. If you decide while you're moving it that actually I don't want to move this, I want it back where it was at, you need to physically take it back to where it was and place it back down with L1. If you think to yourself that, oh, well, I'm going to take this and I'm going to cancel out so that I can save myself a little bit of progress, then all you're going to end up doing is canceling out all of the work that you just did, losing potential hours worth of actual work because it's going to malfunction and put everything right back like you never touched it. Now, I'm going to go ahead just to be on the safe side and restore my load order, so that I don't have to end up going through this again. But in any case, this is just two things that I discovered in my experience that caused me to lose all my progress of rearranging the mods, which was quite a lot because I was being careful about it and testing something that ultimately didn't work, and it ran better the way that I have it currently than rearranging it. But in any case, I wanted to share this with you in the hopes that it will stop you from possibly losing hours worth of progress if you are rearranging your mods. The important thing is, when you're going to rearrange your mods, move them where you want them, then quit out and reload your files. Remember, until you reload your files, it's not going to, at least in my experience, save your changes. So once you've reloaded your files, then it is safe to, if you need to, add additional mods into the loader before you start once again moving them. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Take care. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.